Bada boom, bada bing, it's your man, Dead Bedspread, local man, Dragon Drawer Extraordinaire, Mimicarp. Here he is, and there he goes. What? Oh. Okay. Now let's delete that. Hi Nick, hi Blue. Nice to see you too. I'm a poet, I didn't know it. And today's prompt is... sleep. Okay, so nice, easy kind of word. You can do a lot of theming or interesting things with that. I'm going to move my mic over here. Let me know if I'm too quiet. And I'm going to write in sleep if only. I feel like the music might be a bit loud, so just bear with me. I was thinking of a sheep just earlier when I thought about what might I be able to do for sleep. A sheep did come to mind. So let's draw on a sheep here. I'd rather do something without kind of the dream bubbles, you know? And I don't know if there's any way I could... Because I want to do it like how they would appear in battle. And you know, you wouldn't kind of get a visual sleep bubble. But if we were to do... If we were to go the sheep route... Let's say the sheep and he's asleep. I don't know what sheep do with their legs when they're asleep. Could do something like this, where it's actually like wool. That keeps it defended when it's asleep, but... Let's take a look, because, you know, sleep dragon, or sheep dragon is essentially, I'm froze. I don't want to be drawing two things. I only want to keep it at one thing. So if I'm drawing two things, then that's twice the work. Essentially. So sleep definition. The condition of body and mind that typically recurs for several hours every night, in which the nervous system is relatively inactive, the eyes closed. Muscles relaxed and consciousness practically suspended. Yep. A gummy secretion found in the corners of the eyes after sleep. Oh yeah, okay, so... You know, like, Whoops. Hey, chatter. Alright, that's sleep. In a state of sleep, providing the ability to sleep. A state compared to or resembling sleep, such as death or complete silence or stillness. A night, or a night's sleep. Eileen. It's okay. I'll put up the video. I've uploaded the video with the last few dragons on it, and you said you'd comment something and you didn't do it. Failed to be woken by being active or dormant. Okay, so dormant. And also dead. Looks like a P. I did! I was gonna talk about it once I figured out what I wanted to do. But I was thinking... You know what I think? I think I just like this idea, and what we could do is if we make it look like a cloud or something. And kind of be surrounded by these things, because like rain relaxes me a lot. Like listening to rain sounds. So I think we could do something along those lines. We just make something really, really easy today. Because again, it's day 18 in a row. I'm not too fussed to be doing something, and in this way we're like adding a physical, tangible dream element to it. And maybe depending on the mood, these kind of cloud drone things can have different temperaments or effects. So like if he's angry, these will come out with like lightning strikes, etc., something like that. I think that's pretty good. Okay. And of course, if you have any ideas, do tell them to me. But I think we can make this more interesting and not just a sheep. Oh, I keep punching my microphone, I'm sorry. Okay. So, if... I'm gonna add something here. Just bear with me. Yeah, okay, and there we go. Why is that? Why isn't... What's this? Or it's kind of cutting off the ends of it. Okay, just in case people are kind of joining and they haven't seen the direct, they'll know to leave. So I watched it through I'm thinking as well this guy could have like comatose as an ability where it's just always asleep. Anyway, I was watching it through Birdkeeper Toby. I usually watch my streams through him. I don't think there's a point in like me streaming it, because it's like it's happening at the same time for everyone, you know, and it's like people are like, I think Toby had at least 2,000 viewers once it was happening, and it's like, what would even be the point of me trying to stream it myself, you know, because everybody would just go over there. So and because this guy's a dragon, I definitely want to give him horns. So I am still not sold on BDSP. People are saying the graphics look better. I thought they looked different. I didn't think they looked necessarily better at all. I guess I kind of liked that the underground was returning and there's more stuff to do down there, but is it enough to sell me the game? Not really. So, because the argument I'm seeing people go with is somebody will say this just looks like a remake of the Gen 4 games, and then people, I forget even what the argument was that the person said, but it's kind of like, oh, they've had faithful remakes before. It's like when people are saying, oh, it just has the Gen 4 decks, you know, and it's like, then people are kind of giving out like, oh, well, you wanted a Gen 4 remake and you're getting a Gen 4 remake, and it's like in any other generation, when they've remade a game, they've had all the new Pokemon in it. Maybe not for the main story, but in the post game, you can then like find all the new ones. Like that was one of my favorite parts of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where you can go around finding kind of all the new Pokemon in Hoenn. I really liked the Dex Nav thing where you sneak. Is that what that was? So in regards to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I'm not sold on either of those. I know, I don't think there's been a bad remake so far. These might be the first ones. So then with Legends Arceus, or Arceus, how do you say that Pokemon's name? I know Loxton did a video on it before. Arceus. So I know it used to be Arceus. I say Arceus, so if anybody gets mad, it's a fictional horse god, you know, I can say it how I want. It got me a bit excited. Especially the fact that Pokemon can actually hurt you, because I was like, what's the obstacle from that first trailer where you're just running through the grass and you just throw a ball at something? And I was like, if you can just throw a ball at something without battling it, what's the point? But the fact that you can actually get hurt, I was like, okay, this feels a lot more real now. Because that's an issue that I've had with Pokemon, where it's like, these are really dangerous animals, essentially. And you're a 10-year-old. The thing I don't like about Legends Arceus is the graphics. And I think it's a very easy fix. Nothing has an outline in that game, like a physical outline. So everything just kind of gets like really blended together. And I'm like, just have black outlines around things. I think it would really help. But a lot of things just kind of get lost, I think. No, I think this is kind of something what I'm going for. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the body kind of go down like this. And then maybe with some legs kind of back here. I'm more sold on Arceus than I am on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And I suppose what's the one hope I have for it is that it's longer, like it's farther away till that comes out. So then there might be some changes. I do like the Evos and regional forms. I really want to see the blue variant of Basca Legion. Is that what it's called? I have no idea what the Stantler evolution is called, but that looks really dope. I thought it would just be a regional Stantler, but I guess not. And Growlithe, finally, everybody can shut up about Arcanine missing out. Do you guys remember that water Arcanine? shenanigans when Sun and Moon were coming out. Not yes, the direct is why I'm listening to Sinnoh music right now. The Stantler evolution is normal psychic. I thought for sure it was an ice type. But I wasn't really paying attention to the types. The only types I know are that Braviary is psychic. I was kind of hoping Basculegion would be water dragon. It really looks dragony, but I do understand. Isn't that so weird how yesterday we were talking about like the salmon going up the stream, you know, for carp or whatever, and that's genuinely what that is now based off of, but it's the ones that die. Then it kind of gets the energy. It is a sleeping sheep. But I want these to be included in its silhouette. Like, these would be there when you actually, if you were using it in the game, you know? Why wouldn't it have a blue form, Nick? Basculin's whole shtick is that it's a red fish or a blue fish. I don't understand what you mean. Basculegion is green. It's... Okay, let me blow your literal mind right now. Yeah, but it's the same kind of color as the rest of it. I mean, it's pretty obvious between the two forms of Basculin that this one would have evolved from this guy, given that it has the pointy fins. Because this one has all the pointy fins. This one does have the big ones. It seems weird that it'd be pink. I don't know, I'm holding out hope that there'll be a blue one. Because it seems extra... It'd be weird if you had two forms that evolved into one thing, instead of one thing that evolved into two things, if you know what I mean. So I am a avid believer that we will receive a blue Basculegion. Now let me draw a sheep. The Growlithe is fire rock. Did I see that earlier? Is that true? It doesn't look like a rock type. I would have thought ice, if anything, for a lot of them. Oh, I mean, no, I like Basculegion regardless. I just want to see the blue form. Growlithe had a horn on its head? I didn't even notice that. Look at this face. Bit more definition. Braviary was the weirdest one I've ever seen. I think the best Giraffrig Evo I've seen is, I think it's called Kieran Eric. And it's either by JW Nuts or Folens on DeviantArt. And it turns it into like a dragon horse thing. It's really, really cool. My fear with evolving Giraffrig is that you would lose the pun. I'll find it for you, don't worry. Pretty good idea here. Yeah. Oh, okay, it's JW Nuts. There we go. You should go follow this guy on DeviantArt. He does lots. He's made loads of Cofagrigus evolutions that are all really cool. Like alternative... What's the Pokemon's name? Yamask evolutions. So one is like a mirror, and the pieces shatter to become like a face. Giraffrig is a seriously underrated Pokemon. And I used one in the paint lock for a long time. Yeah, a lot of the Gen 2 beta designs are kind of better than what we actually ended up getting, unfortunately. I'll keep that as a swirly. And I think that kind of shows what kind of Pokemon fan I am, where I'm a design guy instead of a game guy at this stage, where it's like I love the reveal of new Pokemon themselves instead of actually getting excited for the game. Am I drawn on the same? Okay, no, I'm not. I can remember when I actually got Diamond and Pearl. It was in America on a like a month-long family holiday. It was insane. And I remember I had like $50 left to spend. And I already had Pearl, and I saw Diamond, and I was like, I'm gonna get both. Don't know about the legendary beasts, unless they kind of arrived down from Johto from... What's the name of the region? I'm just gonna call it Sinnoh. I don't want to... I don't want to butcher the name of the region. Hisui. Hisui. Am I even saying that right? I completely lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah, so the legendary beasts. Because the Zachartique City where the towers is, isn't it? I've only played Heart Gold and Soul Silver once, and I've never played Gold or Silver. And it was like after Gen 6 had come out, when I eventually got around to playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They're the only games I've skipped until we got to kind of Gen 8. And boy, did I make a bad decision. Yeah, so the beasts, and Sinnoh is above Johto in kind of terms of Pokemon geography. It's so heavily implied. So I think I wouldn't get your hopes up to see mythical beasts or the legendary beasts. So that is a guaranteed way to get burned. Like, the way I'm looking at these now is I'm judging them based off what we're getting, not what I hope, not what I want, you know? Because I have absolutely been burned by Pokemon before. Try doing these the other way. And I'm definitely excited to see what it's like when it comes out, but I don't think I'm going to be buying it unless like it comes out and it turns out it's the most amazing game ever made. Definitely going to give a miss to the Diamond and Pearl remakes though, because I'm not quite vibing with those. You know, let me just bring up a reference image for like a dream bubble. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I have a notification on Twitter. Okay. Just people liking. My son. Chatter, we couldn't decide on a type. And there was actually a good reason for it. So it's one of those Pokemon where it's like Sudowoodo, or Fomantis. Fomantis does it kind of less so, because with the idea from a game mechanic point is, let's say you see a Sudowoodo, you're like, oh, that's grass type. So you go to hit it with like a flying or a fire move, but it's rock, you know, so then it resists that. So then with Fomantis, it's based off the lily, the orchid mantis, which looks like a flower, but instead it's a flower that looks like a bug, because it's grass type. But the problem is grass types and bug types, they share, like, they're both weak to flying and fire, at least. So it's kind of that thing. So this dragon carp mimic would live underwater, and you'd see it and you say, oh, that's a fish, you know, that's water type. So then you go to hit it with a grass type or an electric move, because those are water's two weaknesses. But dragon actually resists those two types. So that's why it's just pure dragon. From a completely game mechanic standpoint. Okay, I think this is kind of a good place to go. No problem. I just want to keep these empty, and I might just do some fun patterns with them. Time we're at 34 minutes. This is flying by. And I'm sorry if it's going fast for some of you, but you know, it's my 18th day in a row. I'm allowed to do things as fast or as slowly as I like. How has everybody's Wednesday been? I 120% did Spyro 1 today. For I think the third time in my life, because I've done the PS1 once. And then the Reignited Trilogy once. I've started to replay the Reignited Trilogy. I think it was yesterday that I started doing it. And then I made myself go for a walk, and I had a lot of time to think about my creative projects that aren't Fakemon or YouTube related, which I was kind of hitting a roadblock with, but I think doing this every day has really kind of opened me up creatively, which is very nice. Ugh. Just break my neck. How can I suppose that just envisions sleeping. It's more of a cow thing. Radicalismic is not a rat. Just looks like a rat. No, it's because dragon is like the archaic type. It has rat-shaped legs. It's not a rat. Also, it's Smaugust. Why is anything dragon type? Well, it's a bug because it has 6 legs. It's based off the plague, which was carried around by fleas. Fleas are bugs. Thank you. It took a lot of, it was one of those designs that I couldn't believe I was making as I was making it. I was like, this is way too much, but I like it. I'm gonna move the arm up here. What way is Chatter dragon type? Oh, like how I didn't even know what I was making as I was making it. Yes. Like Chatter. Like Mimicarp as well. There's a clear point in that stream where I kind of zoom out and look at what I've drawn and cry. Okay. Should take a quick break. I'm not going anywhere, I'm just I won't design them. I've never done Gigantamax forms. I'm somewhat working as... or working on Psychic type Gigantamaxes for my starters, but I'm also kind of working on redesigning those again. Because there are some criticisms that people have pointed out. Yeah, so like, it'd change. I am considering maybe electric, because, you know, wool, static electricity and wool and stuff. But I'm open to anything with this. Do we have a psychic electric type? Surely we do. I just can't think of it right now. I think this is one of those ones where it looks enough like a dragon to... that we could do something else. Psychic electric. I can't think of any psychic electric types. Which might reveal me as not a true fan, but... I could Google it if I was really... arsed. But I'm drawing. I think maybe I can remove the Pokemon Direct sign now. There has to be a psychic electric type. It's so obvious. Brainwaves are sent through electrical signals and stuff. Neck Punch actually is a very fun psychic electric type, and it's just like a nervous. It's like a sentient nervous system, and the head is just a brain. Okay, let's see. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I gotta Google this. Psychic electric Pokemon. Alolan Raichu! I knew it. I knew there was something. I forgot it was that, though. As to whether that counts or not is debatable. I think that Raichu should have been the Pokemon that got a form in every region. Maybe Meowth too, but Jesus Christ. We're talking about how certain Pokemon need more love. Raichu is such an underrated Pokemon. It's at the point where you forget that Pikachu evolves. Like, if Raichu had a variant for every region, I would literally be like an Eevee guy. You know how there's people who love Eevee so much that they collect all the Eevee merch? I'd literally be like that for Raichu. I fucking adore Raichu. Whenever I play Kanto, I usually have a Raichu. He's a cool dude. I think Psychic is probably like a guaranteed type for this. As for its second type, not too sure, but be grand. Let's see how this looks. Nope, not a new. Okay, I think this guy's ready to go. And I'm gonna do just blah, 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 blah. That's gonna be really fun when I speed up the stream. Apologies to anyone viewing the third Smaugust video who gets a seizure. I'm going to color in this guy now. And let me see, like, Dream Palette. Or is this going to be like, oh, it's my dream? Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. Sorry, Boreal. We've done all of our direct talk as well. Or presents talk, I guess, whatever we call those things now. But if you want to bring up anything, feel free. This is a spoiler zone, I guess. If you even watched it, or if you care, you know, I don't know. But it is good to see you, regardless. I don't know if I need to rewatch it. I've kind of gotten the gist of everything I needed to see. For the best or the worst. Let's actually make this really dark. These are just placeholder colors, they don't mean anything yet. Just trying to break up where certain aspects are going to go. I think my new favorite thing is either that evolution of Stantler or Basculegion. It'll be Basculegion if it gets a blue version as well. Now let me just look up the clouds. I have some pretty funky ideas I want to do with this. And to do that, I think I need to look at a reference for something else I've drawn, which I'm not going to show on screen because it's a bit... whatever. You know, the Basculin was just the last Pokemon they added into Gen 5 because they were like, oh shit, we need a fish. And they were like, oops. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's bring it back. Oops. Okay. I think that's the way I want the colors to be going. Now he's a sheep. And all of these are really bright colors, so we need to start changing this a bit. So I think I'm gonna go for a darker blue. And then for the horns. Purple or something. And now for these, I'll do something very cool if I can pull it off. And of course I can pull it off, because I'm a genius. Might just take a minute. Oh, frig yeah, dude. Looks like evening clouds now. I am so fucking cozy right now, oh my god. They do look sick. I think I need to change the belly. Because that's a bit out of nowhere. Not too sure about this track now. What the hell is going on here? Remember now our rule about three colors. Try for like a oh, there, I think. Hey, Nick. Let's try this again with those. might want to do here is something like this. Don't know yet, Nick. Why are you giving out to me every time I do that? Stop. Stop screaming at me. Stop doing that! Do the stair shape. This is just a lot of experimentation. Yep, we figured that. I was saying I wish Raichu had gotten the Meowth treatment, where it gets a regional variant every new region. This Raichu is freaking underrated as hell. Could you just open on the right layer, please? Oh, I see. Let's see what's happening here. I'm just doing some experiments here. So, I don't know if I want to shade this guy. Like I'm gonna do the horns and the face and the arms and the legs, but as for the rest of them, I'm not sure. We'll figure something out. So let's resume drawing position. begins again. I also have 0 ideas for this guy's name. Sleepy. Bad time. It's absolutely gonna be sleepy if nothing else comes up. Fucking sleepy, god damn it. I'm a sucker for those kind of names. Oh shit, damn it. How long is this video I'm listening to? Just so I need to... Okay, we're halfway through that, so we should be finished this before then. Might try a new shading technique for the clouds or something. Might just come up with something on the spot, which is kind of scary, I know. Based on what I've seen other people do. Okay. I'm actually kind of excited for what I'm going to try for this. It's going to be an experiment. So it may not end up looking good. Because if I were to just do this the way I normally do, this guy would be about to be done. Because I wouldn't go shading a gradient layer, but I think I want to try that today. Let's see what kind of results that holds. Jesus, motivational much with this cover? We need to bring that back up. Okay. I'm very excited for, actually, just out of interest, people in this chat, have you played the original Diamond and Pearl? And or Platinum? So I suppose I'm very excited for new players to kind of discover the Sinnoh region. That's probably, like, I've already done that. So I don't feel I need to play it again. The original Diamond and Pearl are really slow. Oh damn, Cheddar, you're new. That's something that I'm so interested in as well. It's like, because when I started, I technically started in Generation 1, but then my copy of Pokemon Yellow was in my pants pocket and went into the washing machine. So that was lost. But then I moved house, and this guy I became really good friends with, and he's still my friend to this day. He was playing Sapphire, and I was like, whoa. So then I believe it was Christmas, and I said to my parents, and I was like, I want Pokemon. Oh no, it was my birthday, sorry. I don't think I specified which, but they ended up getting me Ruby and Fire Red, and thank God that they didn't get me like Fire Red and Leaf Green, because then I just have the same game twice. So it was Hoenn when I got into it. But what's interesting is because I skipped Gen 2, a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon for me for the longest time were just like post-game Pokemon from Fire Red and Emerald. Now I know which Pokemon are Gen 2. But I'm so interested for someone who like would come into the series so late. Like, how could you even go about breaking up the generations? Because like by the time you get to Sun and Moon, we're about 700 Pokemon deep, aren't we? And that's kind of crazy to think about if you were to even start breaking those up. Or else I'm just completely mistaken. I had tacos for breakfast. Breakfast? Dinner. Get some itch lighting on the belly. But anyway, the region in the Sinnoh region is definitely one of the better ones.
in my opinion. Oh, we have a bit of a error here. Where?
Yeah, the colors there are wrong. I just need to
Grab that and jam it in there. There we go.
Okay, so this could just be done, but I want to try something. Okay. When I'm about done. Going crazy.
But like Diamond and Pearl, I remember was the, because obviously I joined in Gen 3, but Diamond and Pearl was the first, I think they were the first games ever that I remember kind of looking up before they came out. And guys, the leaks back then, or the fake leaks, insane stuff. And we thought they were real. My friend was convinced that Munchlax evolved from Snorlax, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. Okay, now let me try something here. If I... For an eraser... You know that, Unova is what inspired me to make all my really old bad designs? Because I was very edgy when Unova came out, and I was like, you can't have an ice cream as a Pokemon! Unova is so good, though. Okay, I think that kind of looks cool. Might be able to make this smaller though. And I skipped Black and White 2 as well for the longest time. And I regretted that immensely. And I hate when people lump Black and White 2 in with remakes or sequel games or third versions. They're absolutely not third versions. They're essentially completely different games. Like if a old third version came, like you know what I mean. Like you start in a different town, there's places that don't even exist, you do the game in a completely different order. Yeah, the weird part of Unova was when it was like, hey, we're gonna just remove every Pokemon you already know. And I think that is such a genius move. And I wish they'd do it again. I want to do this in sections, I think. This piano's going bananas. Not sure my favorite Pokemon is from Unova. Gen 5 is really, really good. Kind of digging this shading. It's a little bit strange, but we should be nearly done. I'll do highlights as well, I think, like that. Time out, 120, okay. What? What's going on? Oh, I think I see. Because I'm doing it on a... It's only drawing where it's highlighted. I think gens 3 to like 5 are my ideal Pokemon memory time. 6 then I was already a man. And a lot of people shit on X and Y, but I think that they are, for the time, very good. And X and Y have lots. X and Y introduced the fucking PSS, which is the best online we've ever had in Pokemon. And the fact that they did away with it is unbelievable. Absolutely nonsensical that they got rid of it. That was one of the biggest factors that led to me not liking Gen 7 was the Festival Plaza. I'm like, get out of here. Nobody asked. Oh, I need to go into a thing to even... I don't even know how to find your friends in Festival Plaza. Whereas in Gen 6 it's just like, oh, they're online, let's battle. Or let's trade. Hi, Blue, thank you. I'm giving out about Pokemon. Okay. I should take this opportunity to... And there's always this thing with like hype with the new Pokemon game, how the like nostalgia goggles will blind you. Like I have a friend and he was like, Sun and Moon is like the gold and silver to X and Y. And I was like, oh shit, they must be really good then. And then turns out they were okay. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon they're not good. Those are the last mainline games I've played. And I was truly baffled by the decisions they made in that game. I would say my favorite generation is 3. But it always jumps between 3, 4, and 5. I don't think 6 deserves the hate it gets. And I think 7 as a generation is very disappointing. Because my problem with Sun and Moon is that a lot of it is just like, oh, hello character from past game. Like it's like, oh, Colress shows up and then Dexia and whatever your man's name is from Gen 6. Cena and Dexio, is that their names? They just show up and they're like, oh, hello random trainer, do you want to go get Zygarde for us? And it's like, what are you talking about? You don't know me. And then you go further down the island, it's like, oh hi, I'm Colress. I'm a bad guy from another game. And then Lucamine is like, oh, I need to go to Ultra Space for like some other reason, but in Sun and Moon she's literally a crazy woman, and I'm like, that made so much more sense to me. I don't know, and then they don't know what Ultra Space is. Because they say it's a different dimension, but then when you go through the wormholes, it's like, oh, you've arrived several light years from Earth. It's like, that's not a different dimension, I've just traveled through space. And then you can go through those wormholes and just find Pokemon on other planets. I'm like, what's happening? I think with the Ultra Beasts, they should have given them like a new type or something. And I made a promise a very long time ago that I haven't kept because I made the promise so long ago. And I was like, when I get 1,000 subs, I'll make a video on what I think is wrong with Pokemon. And a big aspect of it was informed from Gen 7 and how it downgraded so much from Gen 6. But I think the Ultra Beasts should have had kind of their own type, or something about them should have just been... Because they're not from another... They're from another plane of existence. Like, they should not even be... We should not even be able to comprehend what we're even seeing, almost, you know? The fact that they have, like... They're just treated like regular Pokemon. It's like, oh, you can catch them in this special Pokeball, but it's like... At the bottom line, like, they're just Pokemon. You know, there's nothing insane about them. They all have the same ability that just boosts their most prolific stat. I'm like, they shouldn't... Like, maybe they shouldn't even have, like, they should have things that are completely alien to other Pokemon. I could rant about Gen 7 for a while, so do stop me. And then the second I saw the trailers for Gen 8, I was like, that's the Gen 7 run cycle. That's when the laziness kind of became apparent to me. And I shouldn't even have to say it, but obviously there's nothing wrong if you like those games. I'm just saying that's why I don't like them. Okay, that's... It's looking pretty good. I think so, anyway. Sorry for going on a huge rant. Understand it's not necessarily always the nicest thing to listen to somebody do. I'm just really passionate about it. Hey, Aaron. Shut up. Yeah, sleep guy. Aaron, give me a good name for this guy. We'll see if it's comparable to the name we already have. Obviously don't scroll up. There he is, just for reference. So you know the The whole thing about counting sheep when you're tired. And then, obviously his wool is made out of clouds. And he's kind of has these dream clouds that are physically present. I appreciate the effort, but it can't be... rapid arse movement, so that's what you've given me. I imagine it's like really big as well. Catastrophically catatonic. Do you know who I've really, I was gonna say fallen out, but who I've really just haven't watched in a really long time, and I used to watch them all the time, is Mariland. Man makes some good fucking content. I think he just stopped uploading or something, or else I just stopped paying attention, but that was, I think that you can thank Mariland for getting me into Nuzlocke and stuff. Is this a different color? It is somewhat. Okay, we're about done. Just after I shade in these up here. Oh, I forgot to do the shading on his headpiece, so I have to come back to that. And I do want to try and, like, you know, be able to make cuter guys as well. I think it's a trap if you can only kind of make one genre of guy, you know? Like if they're all just cool or big and scary, or if they're all cute. And that's kind of where you fall into a trap. You need to be able to stretch yourself as an artist. Got this. This is kind of cool. Oh shit, okay. And then finally, just up here. I should shade that first. Okay. What types are we thinking? I know I was thinking electric, but I'm not really getting a vibe from him that he is electric-y. It's not saying he needs to like look like he'd zap you or anything, but let me just see, do any of these look nice? Okay, because I might just have to separate this. Oh, big old pain. Okay. Okay, now let's go back to Mimicarp. Actually, I can't do Mimicarp. I need to take somebody else's name because I deleted one of Mimicarp's types. We need something with 2 types for this. So we'll go back to Gargoyle. Pop that there. Here we go, best name ever. Never seen anything like that in your life. Sean Connor like, oh, I'm feeling sleepy. Gonna get a bowl of crispy cornflakes. I'm quite sleepy. I remember he died and I didn't even know what happened. Until like a month later and I was like, the fuck? He was a... Who's Sean Locke? Shut up, Ash. I don't want to be hearing you. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking some kind of fairy vibe from this. Maybe psychic fairy. That's what you said. I think it looks enough like a dragon. But we don't need to have it actually be dragon type. Yeah, we're having a lot of color issues. Could you just not do that to me? Making a pointy bits will always be. Look out for those pointy bits! Shut up, Ash! Okay, and now let's pump up the jam. What am I doing? Place embedded types. He's more fairy. Place embedded. Psychic. Pink guy, like. No, the the dragon water is from Gizzard. It's just so that I know where to put the types so that they all match up. I think we're gonna give him Fairy Psychic. Because he looks... He has kind of that dragon-y shaped body. And I believe his name is just gonna be Sleepy. We'll do it like that. Then he's got P in his name. Maybe like that. Hitting my microphone all the time. Oh boy. Now, the pinkest border of the land. Wow. Excellent. Okay, lovely. Now we're going to save that as Smaugust. 18? Yes. Now I'm no mathematician, but I think we got 13 dragons left. If I'm not mistaken. Which definitely sounds like a more reasonable number than saying I have 2 weeks left. So, what do we do now? We delete everything we've done. We get the black color, and then we cross out sleep. Nice. That's actually, it was an hour and 50 minutes. Cheddar. I guess me talking might have made it go faster because I was ranting, but no, it's about the same length as they always are. Tad bit shorter, not the shortest I've done. An hour and a half is the shortest I've done, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for. But tomorrow's prompt is hunger. Now the only thing coming to mind right now is Guzzlord, so we're going to need to figure something out. Some kind of twist on that. Maybe it's a hunger for knowledge, or something like that. Anyway, or maybe it just looks like a big stomach. Or maybe it is made out of food. Anyway, we'll figure all that out tomorrow. I've been DeadBedInstead. This is Sleepy. And I wish you all the best. Also goodbye, if that wasn't obvious. I'm ending the stream.